As most of you know, I retired from full-time ministry in 2018, and so far senility has been a smooth transition for me. You probably didn't know this about me, but I used to be quite a bit larger than I am today physically. In fact, during COVID, when everything was shut down, I failed to practice social distancing from the refrigerator, and I ballooned to almost 300 pounds. I mention that because, you see, one of the things on my bucket list is to skydive with my son Chris in Indiana. And Chris is a professional skydiver. That's his hobby. And he loves to photograph and videotape people who are skydiving. But for me to tandem skydive, a person has to weigh less than 230 pounds. And so over the past 3.5, 4 years or so, I have been on a mission. I have been on a mission to get healthier and to lose weight in order to skydive with my son. And actually, I really wasn't that much overweight. I was just short for my weight by about 3 or 4 feet. But I now weigh less than 220. So I'm well on my way. I got a ways to go yet, but okay, thank you. You know, often I hear about people my age, they're out there climbing mountains. They're out there, they're surfing, they're doing bungee jumping and stuff like that. And I just feel good about myself when I can get one leg through my underwear without losing my balance, you know. And you can relate to that, right? You know what's going on. Retiring and growing old is not for the faint of heart, as many of you know. And getting old is really kind of weird, because on the inside, I'm still that same enthusiastic kid that I once was, only in an antique body. At my age, I finally know why they call me a grown-up. I groan every time I get up. I have 2 artificial hips, I have hearing aids and trifocal glasses. You know, the difference between me and Superman is that Superman really does have supervision. I need supervision. Nevertheless, 2 weeks ago on Sunday, as Hurricane Debbie was pouring out all her wind and rain, etc., Diane and I were driving back from our vacation, and finally, after losing over 70 pounds, I had the opportunity to skydive with my son Chris. There I am. It was great. Chris gave me that as a birthday present on occasion of my 75th birthday this past May. And to make this day even very special, 3 of our children, one from Minnesota and Wisconsin and Florida, they also flew up there to be with me on that special occasion. It was truly wonderful and memorable. It's a day that I will never forget. And I mention all of that because, you see, over these past 3.5, 4 years or so, my family and friends they greatly encouraged me. They greatly encouraged me during this time to lose the weight necessary so that I could take a skydive with my son. And my wife cooperated in all of this by giving me more fruits and vegetables and stuff. But anyway, it worked.